Well, I know it's kind of hard to put into words, but I would like you to just reflect on the latter few weeks of the season.
Baloney. Few quick words, there's nothing to say. We died and we're buried, and our plane crashed on the way from Minnesota to Baltimore.
What contributed to the death?
Pilot's failure to realize that we were dead in Minnesota and put us on the plane. They should have just shipped us back to Boston. I don't know when we realized it, but we lost that game. They came from behind and beat us. I had volunteered for bullpen duty that day. I was out there, I was warm, I was ready to come in, and I didn't come in. And then we went to Baltimore and lost 2-1-0 ball games, and that was just it. Rigor mortis.
How are the guys taking it as individuals?
I play every day. I knew we were at it a long time ago. I knew Baltimore was going to win it. They asked me a month ago. I said Baltimore was going to win it. And it doesn't bother me. I mean, I play the game because I like to play the game and I like to win, and I go out there and I give the same effort 20 games out or 20 games ahead. It doesn't really affect me that much.
Can you put your finger on, what causes a collapse like that, and does it have an effect in seasons to come?
Yeah, I put my finger on it a long time ago, and I got chastised very much for it. I'm not gonna say anymore. I'm just gonna retire before I get shot in this town and end up in the Charles River, like I said a long time ago. This town can tolerate a winner, and I thought they could tolerate me, as long as I won. And I hope they like me still if now that we're on a loser. I hope we come back. I can't see it right now.
Does this have an effect on seasons to come? Does this affect your confidence? Not you particularly, but even some of the younger guys.
No, because I'm not a serious individual. My mood changes from now for 5 minutes. I'll walk in there and I'll think we can win it all. And I only am one person. You got to have 25 people that want to win it. Maybe we only had 23 that wanted to win it. Maybe Baltimore had 24, and that's why they won it. You got to have as close to 25. I played for a guy, Rod Dato, and he stated that he wanted nothing short from perfection. He didn't want, to win the pennant. He wanted to win every ball game, and that's his attitude. And that's the attitude you have to take. We're all snake bit.
Thanks, Bill. Good luck.
Fenway Park. Spectators are not committed on the playing field at any time during the ball game. Anyone interfering with play on the field, including a fair ball still in play, will have Fritz Miller.
on second, right?
Yeah. Second. They're going home. It's up high right field. Okay, go.
There's a lot of traffic and a lot of legs in there, which is a good shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you missed the second round.
Deron Lynn.
Oh, please.
Stay with the back.
Well, tight man, I'm head frame from top to bottom. His hat to his shoes. Down by first base, we got a man. tight, man. I'm afraid. His hat to his shoes.
springtime in Winter Haven to October in Fenway Park. All of the springtime promise, the summer fulfillment, and now failure, reduced to a few more pitches, a few more hits, and a few more meaningless statistics. Considering the disastrous fall of the Red Sox from first place, 7 games up, to a weak third-place finish, all of the players, young and veterans alike, seemed to be having fun this afternoon. Or perhaps they were just glad that the long season was finally over. An intimate crowd attended the interment, but the few that were here seemed to be willing to forgive, if not forget.
It's the last game. It doesn't mean anything. Why are you here? Oh, we like the Red Sox. We come way from up in Ellsworth, Maine, to get down here to see the ball game, last one of the season.
This is my daughter's first game at Fenway Park today. I got a ball for her, and we're going to try and get some autographs.
I love baseball. Always have.
I love the Red Sox. I'll never let them down. Irregardless of what they've gone through, I'll stay with them the rest of my life.
We always buy the tickets, the first one for my daughter. I buy the first one and the last one.
Really?
Yes, and we buy them in December.
How about you, sir? What brings you out?
I like baseball. I've been here in one seat since 1945.
We thought it was going to be a grand finale, so we rode ahead, and here it is, really not a grand finale at all. That's a nice day.
As for the game, well, my friends, an old Boston enemy, Gaylord Perry, did his usual number on our kids. Gaylord could win 30 games a year if all he had to pitch against were the Boston Red Sox. So, 1974, the year of the Great Fall, has come to an end. Go you Patriots. From Fenway Park, Chet Curtis, Channel 5 News.
Professionals usually hate to look back, and the season has just ended, but I wish you, and it must be difficult to put into words, but try to do it for us if you would, just to look back on the season and that tailspin toward the latter part.
Well, Chet, of course I know it's a known fact, for around 130 ball games, we were rolling along in pretty good shape. We seem to have at that point gotten over the loss of a Fisk and a Rick Wise, a great deal of the year of a Juan Marichal and so forth. We still seem like that or it looked like we're going to be able to carry it on through with these losses. We hit about that 25 game stretch at the time you're talking about to where really it was team hitting, basically speaking. Our pitching pitched as good, if not better, than they'd been pitching all year. We played the game as well as we could play it. We just didn't hit the baseball the way that we've been hitting it for 130 games. I have no answers because I don't know the reason for this. I've never met the man that knew the reason for things like this happening. It was disappointing because we were rolling along so well, but when I look back on the year, I really don't look back at the bad things that happened. We constantly try to improve ourselves in any capacity, and we'll continue to try to do that at this time.
Darryl, does it affect you and the players, and particularly the young ones, psychologically when you go through something like that? No. In fact, I think it would affect the young players much less than it would your veteran ball players. Young players know that they have a long time to play this game. A veteran player, as he keeps getting older and older, knows that his time at the big league level is starting to run out, and I know that they would all like to win. And when a year like this passes, that means there's one less year that they're going to have a chance to be on a winner. Just wondering if it might have some effect on a young ball player's confidence, to be riding high for so long and the future looks so bright and rosy, and then...
Well, really it doesn't work this way. As you well know, a big percent of these young boys here have played ball for me at the AAA level, either Louisville or Pawtucket. And we won many things down there, and these people know what winning is about, and they can take the hardships and they can take the good and so forth. We went a long way last year at the AAA level. We won some things with a lot of those boys out there 2 years ago, and they know how to win.
How about you? What are you going to do in the off season?
Well, as you know, it's baseball time, playoff, World Series and so forth. Whatever Dick O'Connell wants as far as my time, I probably will go to the playoffs. I think we'll probably talk as an organization at that time about our needs or what we're going to try to accomplish for next year as far as improving ourselves. It's baseball again for another couple of weeks, and then I think I'll find some place to go relax and maybe shoot a duck or something. I don't know.
Okay. You finally do get a chance to get back home and relax and do a little duck hunting. Is there ever a time when you can forget about baseball and just relax?
I can say this, I don't really ever forget baseball. I've been a baseball person 25 years. I would say all except possibly my first year, the game has dominated me 24 hours a day for a year's period of time. As a manager, even more so. Again, in a relaxed atmosphere, it's fun because you constantly try to think of things that would improve your ball club, your organization, or any help that you could be. Actually, when you talk about duck hunting, I go duck hunting a lot in the wintertime, but it's not so much, Chet, of shooting the duck. It's being out amongst your friends out in the country, away from the noise and the racket, and just relaxing and having your own thoughts and so forth, and I really enjoy that.
Where's home?
Pinole, California, which is approximately 30 to 35 miles north of San Francisco.